Okay, it's been 1 week since the death of Patrick Williams. Very sad how he fell down the abyss. And the party is now in a kingdom that's to the east of Kumuk's radiation zone because the little king of that kingdom has asked for assistance. And there are several monsters out on the field, so everyone can roll initiation except for Patrick, who's currently dead. Initiative, I mean. Well, I mean, they both mean to start with, so it doesn't really matter.
Oh, um, let me go back to my sheet to roll. Like always, Turtle is the slowest.
Come up, got a 6. And, Nut, what is Luck's initiative? Nut, are you, like, there?
Yeah.
Oh, you are there. Okay, great. And that's also a 6. Huh. So decide
Yep.
amongst yourself who wants to go first.
Um,
Er, I I got out of debt.
not that.
Wow.
I'm sorry, did you say something? It's kind of choppy.
Very impressive initiative by the Eagles.
Oh, yeah. Okay, and then... Oops, my screen's got lost. And then... What was his face? Oh, yeah. Bog face. And he got an 18. Wait, no, that's a 14. Okay, so who was going first again among the players?
Uh, so wait, is it just me and Luck that are in play right now?
Yeah, Patrick died last session, remember?
Oh shit.
Oh right.
All right, I guess Kumuk can go first. Okay. I just did the point
Ooh.
by recalculation, and yeah, I think my wisdom's a 19 with ASI.
Okay, so
So
just
that's it.
put that there and then we'll start. So first, the first eagle will see you move down 5, 10, 15, 20, and make an attack on Luck.
Nice. Alrighty. Is 14 the attack roll?
Oh, I haven't made my attack roll yet.
Oh wait. Yeah.
Okay, so that's a 13 to hit with the beak.
And that makes it. So it hits.
Okay, and that deals 6 piercing. And then for the Talons attack is a 20 to hit. That's a
10.
dirty 20, and then 10 slashing.
Alright.
And then after that, ego number 2. How far away was that one again? Oh, that's a movement speed of 80. That's pretty insane for a thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 30, 35, 40, 45, and make an attack on Kumuk. And I'll just do that again. Okay, that's 24 to hit and 9 damage on Kumuk for the beak. And Talons was 12.
12 to hit or 12 damage?
12 to hit.
Okay.
You can look at the dice rolling chat just to check things over.
Just wondering, has it been a while since we got here?
Oh yeah,
been,
it's been a week or like a week and a
Okay.
half. So yeah, make your long rest. I totally forgot to tell everyone to do that.
Okay, so 9 damage. There we go.
What was it? 60 gold, right? As well.
What? You asked me something?
That was 60 gold. Now. For the
Oh
income?
yeah, so every week there's 60 gold. Yeah.
All right.
As the king's salary or lord's salary, ruler's salary, etc. And I'm missing my screens. There's my screen. Okay, so after that, Bog Face will ready an action, and it is Kumuk's turn. No, Kumuk, you muted.
All right. Sorry. I was just fixing the ability scores, and since I was gonna have an odd wisdom, I was just fixing my ASI.
You know what? Let's just leave that for now and do that like after this combat if it's like messing up with the game, and just make your moves now.
Not too much. I was just adjusting stuff. All right. So it is my turn. We are dealing with 2 birds, and they are smacking the tar out of us.
Let's see.
I will, just so I have the HP, or do I want to be more proactive? Well, we are good. Are we outside?
Yes, we are outside.
Okay. Let's see. I'm just double checking so I know if I want to drop something. Let's see. And these are giant eagles. I think. Sorry, hiccups.
You.
I think just to be proactive. Yeah, I'll just go with my try and shoot method moonbeam on Z. So, dropping a moonbeam on him to do some damage.
Nut, could you mute for a bit?
All right.
Okay, Kumuk, have you made your roll?
Oh, the eagle needs to make the roll. I'm doing
Oh,
moonbeam.
okay. Right. So that was a con, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 12.
12 fails, so it is taking all of this. Do. Uh, let's see, it is radiant. I don't think that matters. Moonbeam damage is 14 radiant.
Okay, and with that, its feathers start to gray.
And I will use my bonus action to shillelagh my staff, and that will be the end of my turn.
Where did that circle go? All right, Luck, it's your turn. Luck, you're muted.
Good point. I'll do a thunder wave, which is a 15-foot cube. So that'll reach everybody.
I'll just put another. I'll just duplicate this circle and rename it. So 15 foot, like that. How big is it again? 15-foot radius?
15-foot cube, so 15 feet across on all sides.
Okay, so like this on which one?
It originates from me.
Okay.
Yeah. So like centered on me, I think.
If you're talking about for Thunder Wave, you can choose which way the cube comes out. So it can be like 15.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
So like
Yeah,
that.
like a 15 cube that way, or a cube like that.
Yeah. That'll be fine.
Oh, sorry.
You just have to be touching one of the ends, basically.
Yeah.
Because that's where it
Right.
originates from you.
I'll just cast that at second level. So. Oh, all right. DC 14 con save.
Uh, 17.
That definitely passes. Like, I don't know. 9 divided by 2. 4 or 5
4.
already. That was absolutely terrible. And I think. Okay, I will cast Shield of Faith on myself. So, +2 to AC for with concentration. 15 AC now. And that's my turn.
All right, so now the first eagle is. Does your thunder wave stay or disappear?
It's just instant.
Okay, so I'll just move it away then. Well,
Yep.
then try to make.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah. Try to make a grapple attack on Luck, so you can roll athletics or acrobatics to
Boy.
try and get out.
Definitely acrobatics. I got an 18.
Okay, you dodge out of the eagle's way as it swoops and misses. And that's the end of its turn. And the other eagle will try to make a grab on Kumuk. Wow, that's pretty bad.
All
Nice.
right, do I have to roll contested or?
Yeah, acrobatics or athletics for a grapple.
All right, see how this goes. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Okay,
Wow.
then.
Strong
Well,
turtle.
if you want, you can choose to grab the eagle.
Can I just push it prone? Just push it to the floor? Like, no, bad bird.
Okay, so now the eagle is prone. That's fine. And I'll just
That's
add
fine.
that to its thing. And with that, Bogface
Nice.
is going to make attacks instead. So let's
Oh,
see.
right. Nothing is there.
Yes.
Boy.
Okay, so Kumuk and Luck, you see a tidal wave of both come out of Bogface's face, heading towards you. It's
That's
the
unpleasant.
about 30 feet of both high up. You have one free action to do something before the both hits you, or make a roll of some sort. So what do you do?
Oh boy.
Uh, I don't know. Retract into my shell, brace for impact.
Okay.
All right. That's a good one. And oh boy, I don't even know which one I wanna. What do I do? Let's see. I guess I can. I'll just try to uh, run out of the way, maybe if I can.
Okay, well, you have enough space to move about 5 feet before the both hits you. Where do you move?
All right. Well, I guess I'll just move over here then.
Okay, then. So, because this ego is airborne, it gets out of the way of the both. This one is prone, so it is hit with the full force. And Kumuk is in a shell, and Luck. Oops, I didn't mean to move you like that. And Luck is also
Zoom.
hit, so goes flying off the
Oh
screen.
boy.
I will now calculate the. Let's see. Okay, so, Kumuk, when you're in your shell, uh, what your AC is increased, right?
Yes, it
And
is increased.
yeah, and is any of your other stats increased too? Like con?
No, it gives me advantage on strength and con saving throws.
Okay, so let's see. Both Kumuk and Luck can make con saves, and I guess the eagle, but it's prone, so that'll be with disadvantage.
14. That was almost in that one.
That is a 16.
Okay, so Kumuk, you'll take half damage, and the eagle on the left and Nut will be taking full damage. And now it is time to see what the damage actually is. And that is a 14. So you both take 14 points of damage.
Is that
I,
halved already?
Except for Kamak, who takes 7.
Okay, and I will make my other con save for Moonbeam, but I am still in my shell, so hooray.
Okay, do so.
Mm-hmm. That is a 13, so Moonbeam is still up.
And it is. Okay,
oh, I should
and
have given. That's what I needed.
with that, Luck, you feel something weird creeping on your skin, but you don't know what it is yet, and it is Kumuk's turn.
Okay.
Ooh.
Is the eagle I am facing dead?
Prone and both done, but still very much alive.
Okay. Uh,
Oh right, I need to make a con save for concentration as well.
For your thunder thing.
No, for the for my shield of faith.
Oh, yeah.
How is concentration? I forget.
just roll a con save. It's either you took 14 damage, so half that would be
Yeah.
7, so you just need to roll a 10 or higher.
Okay. Wow,
Oh.
got a 7.
Well, there goes Shield of Faith.
All right. Back down to 13 AC.
All right, I guess I will emerge from my shell as a bonus action, and I will use my wild shape symbiotic entity to get temp HP.
Wow.
And I will leave the moonbeam on the eagle. So when the eagle's turn comes back around, it will get cooked again.
Luck, it is your turn.
Very good. Alrighty. I only have 9 HP right now, so I think I will just cast Cure Wounds on myself. That'll be at 3rd level, so that is... Hey, 29 HP. Nice.
Oh, that is nice.
Almost full, almost max. Alright, and that'll be my... yeah, that's my action.
Okay, so with the situation looking dire, you see behind you a flash of light, and behold, from that light, robed in white robes, is Patrick Williams. Wow, he's alive. I can't believe it.
The perimeters of my death were exaggerated.
Patrick!
My
Whoa.
friend, you live. How was the darkness? Was it welcoming?
It is actually quite an interesting story, but it seems there's a situation at the moment. Are you two alright?
I'm not too bad anymore.
I'm having quite a good time. I was able to wrestle this giant bird to the ground.
I got this nasty ass bird on me though.
Sadly, you do not have a show to retreat into for search events.
No, I do not.
Patrick, I can hear Western Badger.
It's just residue
sorry.
of the Feyward seeping through him.
Apologize. I apologize. Don't know why that was playing.
I could hear the Left 4 Dead.
Anyway,
I
Patrick,
apologize.
it is your turn, and you have spawned somewhere behind the bog face, upon which you see it is in fact a giant face with a stubby little body at the back of its face.
Interesting. Alright, so got all of this going on. Patrick pops in. Well, since nobody needs healing at the moment. What is it? You know what? I'm going for it. I'm going to demonstrate Patrick's new ability, especially since he's so far over here. Patrick is going to extend his hand out, touch himself on the chest, as his ears flap out, and he takes to the skies while casting fly upon himself.
Majestic,
It's
flying
Dumbo.
elephant person.
As Patrick has become Dumbo, he has ascended. And then he will shallay his staff, and Patrick will begin to fly. He now has 60 feet of flying movement. 5 and 15, 20. Patrick will fly there and be 40 feet in the air with his owl. That'll be the end of Patrick's turn.
Okay, so from the top, you see that bog face looks even more comical with the giant bulging both head and a little stubby green body. And it is the owl doing anything?
The owl's just holding its turn like usual.
Okay, Eagle 1's turn. So this eagle will try to fly away from. Actually, this eagle will go in this direction over here, and make an attack on Kumuk because it didn't have much luck with luck. And
Please have it make a Constitution saving throw if it is coming towards me.
of course, because of your spores, and that's an 8.
Okay, it fails, and since my symbiotic entity is on, it's going to take 2 dice worth of damage from this. So I guess I'll just roll it as critical damage because it's rolling a d6. That's taking 6 necrotic damage.
Okay, and with that, a few of the eagle's feathers become like pockmarked with pocks and then fall off. And it will look at you, and oh yeah, you popped out of your shell, so it will be making its attacks against you. So first is 12 beak, which I believe misses, and then a 20 for talon attack with 12 slashing damage.
That will hit.
And for the next eagle, the one that is covered on the floor in gunk,
Have him make another con save for Moonbeam.
yes, as it tries to get up, the moonbeam hits it again, and it has a 9.
Okay, taking the full damage. It is dealt. One is still spinning. 9 radiant.
Oh, 9. Huh. And that is... He is looking very grave in the moonlight, and will try to get up from being prone. So that means an 80 fly speed is now 40. And then he's very much tired of Kumuk and will try to fly away. So that is an opportunity attack or other reaction. Oh wait, you already used your reaction. Yeah. So
Yep, already used it.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and make an attack against the flying Patrick.
Wow.
Okay, that's a 9 beak, so that misses and hits the air as you dodge with your big flying ears. And the talons is a 10, which also misses. Huh. Okay, and that's the end of the eagle's turn. It looks like you are maybe not a master, but quite adept at aerial combat. Now, Bogface is a little concerned about Patrick being behind him, so he will attempt to flee, and he only makes it 5 feet away until his body gives out and his giant bubble-like head falls back onto the battlefield. And Bogface will make a Luger attack against Kumuk as a snot bullet comes out of its nose and targets Kumuk. And I will roll to hit. And that's a natural 20. Wow. That must have gone in your eye or something. Okay, so for the damage, that will be... Okay, so that would be... Oh, wow, that's 20 damage in total, and because of the critical hit. So you've gotten 20 damage from necrotic damage, Kumuk, from that Booger. And it is your turn.
Booger.
It's kind of funny how symbiotic entity doesn't give me resistance in necrotic, even though it does all necrotic.
Huh. Yeah.
On the bright side, it is still up because it did not eat through all my temp HP yet. All right.
Oh yeah, do you have to make a con save?
Oh right, he did hit me. So con save, it's still a 10 because 20 damage. Con save. 11. Moonbeam is still up. All right. How high up is the eagle that just yeeted away from me?
Okay, so it's high in the air, about like 10 to 20 feet up, but like okay, it was about the same height as Patrick. So Patrick said he was 40 feet up, so that's where the eagle is too.
Oh, perfect. I can I can move the moonbeam because it's a 40-foot tall cylinder right on top of him.
Okay. Let's move it there.
Yep.
And then
So
I'll
have
roll
him
the
make.
con save. And
Yep.
that's an 11.
Another fail. He takes, good roll this time, 15 radiant. That's a better one.
Okay. 15 radiant damage in total. Wow. And with that, this eagle falls to the ground and dies.
Let's go.
Here we go. Beam.
I have to wait. I'm about to see how much falling damage that did. Let's see.
40
That was
feet would be
40
46.
feet. 46. Yeah. Oh, 12. Okay then. Let's see. 15 minus 12. Well, that's a lot of damage, so it's basically turned into mincemeat at this point.
Big oof. And these things are considered large, right? The giant eagles?
Yes.
Okay, just checking. Let's see. I used my action to move the moonbeam, so I think that is all I can do. Yep, that is all I can do. That is the end of my turn.
And it is Luck's turn.
All right. Let's see here. I will. This one is still right here. So I might as well just do. I will cast Cloud of Daggers. And it'll be, like right there on the eagle.
Okay, and what's the radius of that?
It's just a 5-foot cube.
Okay.
So, just trying to hit it. And cast. Oh no. Okay. 8 slashing damage.
Okay. 8. It seems it's dodged most of the daggers and not taken that much damage, but it still has daggers among its feathers.
Alright. That'll be my turn.
And Patrick, you just saw an eagle fall out in the sky right in front of you, and it is your turn.
All right. Patrick, still flapping in the air with his big ears, is going to extend his hand down, pointing at Paul Chase's tiny body in the back, as a chromatic orb will form in his hand, and he will be choosing. It's a bog thing, so let's just go with a class of fire. A fire chromatic orb, and I'm gonna have my owl give me the help action. So chromatic orb at 2nd level, fire element.
Very nice.
That will be a 21 to hit.
And that hits.
Let's roll that damage. $16 fire damage.
Alright.
And as the fire spreads and burns the little body, the head crumbles into dust, and Bogface dies.
I think I have no health.
With the movement Patrick has left, 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. Yeah, that's good. Patrick will move 30 feet and then fly back down to the ground.
Okay, so for the remaining eagle, as Bogface died, this eagle will also fall to the ground out of fright, and it will be mostly intact on the ground. And combat is currently over.
Right. Oh, it is wonderful to see everyone again. How have you been?
It's very. Well, as you can see, we just, dealt with some, uh,
How have we been? Where
pests.
have you been, comrade? Your academy has been in uproar since you've been gone.
Yes, yes, indeed. It is
You know,
quite
it's a
an
good question.
interesting story, really. You see, uh, when the strange clown had thrown me and the people princess off of the whatever that particular mound of rubbish was, the only choice I had left at my disposal was to attempt to throw the princess back up. Did she land safely?
You did pitch her like a baseball, so she kind of thudded.
Yes, but it was better than what could have happened.
True.
Regardless, as I fell into the darkness, my thoughts were, of course, hoping that my comrades would be successful against our enemy. Uh, as I forget for how long I fell, actually. It was quite a long drop. Uh, after a time, I assumed that I would not survive whatever landing it was I was to find. And I had to place my trust in the power of the arcane in whatever would happen. And strangely enough, there was an impact at the end, a rather abrupt series of them, really. And I landed in a strange land I had not been to before. Uh, as luck would have it, though, I was stumbled upon by some of the locals who tended to my injuries. And it seems that the people who found me was the court of one of the princes of the Urkin. I landed in Feyward, not too far from Horizon, actually. It took me a few days to recover, and after some diplomatic negotiations, they agreed to take me back to Horizon. I happened to actually arrive in the middle of my own funeral service. It was quite interesting, I must say. I didn't realize so many
I can
people would show
imagine.
up. I was so touched.
They must have been equally confused, I would guess.
Of course. I've spent at least the last 3 days proving my identity to my people. I mean, one would not expect someone to arrive when you think someone is dead and they simply reappear. But soon enough, after several days, I have managed to reestablish
And probably
myself.
just as many experiments.
Well, I'm not sure I would call them experiments. You know, I did have to provide a blood sample and give a few testimonies.
I felt a great many of your perhaps students would not have just accepted that their master is back from the dead.
It did take some time. Fortunately, uh, the people I have spoken to, I knew a few personal things from our histories together that others would not know.
Hmm.
The best way for I have always believed that the best way to keep track of things is personal recognition is the number one tool.
And with that, you notice a few people coming out from the castle behind Luck. Uh, some of them seem to be the like mid-level nobles of the land, and they thank you for helping them. And then the king comes out, and he's a little man with a little mustache, and he points out to the end of the map and says, "Well, now that the hag's monsters are gone, there's only one thing left to do, and that is to hopefully get rid of that wretched hag house that has been plaguing our land since last September."
Oh, a hog house. Is that what has brought you to here?
Yes,
Yes,
they were causing some mischiefs of magic.
Oh, no wonder I seem to have arrived here just at the proper time. Magic is, of course, my specialty.
the king explains to you about how his kingdom is quite small compared to yours, and that if you help with the hag problem, he will gladly pay taxes to the three of you as a vassal state.
That won't be necessary for Horizon. Uh, we currently do have much that we are working on right now. I'm not certain my people could afford to take on the added responsibility of a vassal right now.
Oh, that's understandable. Well, maybe some other time, because we do hope to like have protection eventually. As you know, some of the far eastern countries can be quite rambunctious.
I would not be against the idea of a vassal for the shroom's sovereignty, as long as your people are not against the Myconid culture.
Oh, of course not. In fact, I believe one of your citizens has come here a little bit earlier. He was selling some shrooms. Some of the other villagers thought he was a disputable character, but I allowed him to stay for a couple days before he went off his way.
Ah,
I
perhaps it
believe
was
his
one of
name was
my
like Krulum or Vulum or something like that.
Kulam or Vulam.
Hmm.
Hmm. Perhaps it was one of my traveling merchants spreading my wares. They do love to go to untraveled territories and untainted markets to, I guess, try their luck.
Yes. I too wish to have such adventures, but only, in books. I very rarely leave this place.
You should
Understandable.
get out more. It's pretty fun.
Oh, I suppose so. Maybe just this once I'll accompany you. And the king will take a while to put on his various clothes and then make his way out of the castle. Oh, this is quite the weird thing, but that's what the king looks like.
All right, he's an artificer.
Ah. Well, yes, I do prefer to do my tinkering. This ego seems to be mostly intact. It would be good as a meal for the for some of our pack animals, like the mules.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like animals that consume meat. I haven't heard of this before.
I do
Oh,
recommend a thorough cleaning of it, as the bog face we just deal with regurgitated all over it.
right, of course. Well, vegetables are great and all, but
No, carnivorous
meat.
horses.
Yeah, meat makes people like stronger and stuff.
I've never heard of a horse that eats meat.
Yes, and a variety of other like small people will come out of the castle, dwarves, gnomes, goblins, etc., and like start dismembering the one of the eagles for cooking.
Patrick will attempt to casually pluck an eagle feather.
Yeah, you do so. The eagle is somewhat charred by lightning and emits a delightfully crispy feel to it.
So do I manage to find an intact feather?
Yes.
All right, sweet.
Well, not that one. That one was crispy, but inside there was some more intact feathers, so you grab one of those instead.
Okay.
Oh no, what is he gonna do with that? To be continued. Okay, so what has the party decided to do now that the eagles are done being feathered?
Let's see.
Let's see.
I do believe the king here did mention that there was trouble with a hug house.
Ah, yes.
Perhaps we should investigate.
I agree.
Kumuk,
You know, those are always.
Yes, the sooner we deal with this hag house, the sooner we can enjoy more festivities and food. So, before we shove off, let me recover myself a little bit. Those eagles really took a good gashing out of Michelle's.
Oh, of course, of course. So the gnome will invite you into his castle, and you can all take a short rest.
Okay, I will.
Now, while in the castle, let's see. Not roll me a perception check.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
13.
Okay, 13. So as you've rolled that perception check, you notice from your window that's facing the back of the castle, in the room you are recuperating from, there seems to be what looks like Fae playing in a playground. And one of those very much resembles Katie Aaron, who is one of the stars of your kingdom. The bard stars.
Alright. Well, considering that I'd probably be a fan of her. Well, I am, yeah. I will see if I can, go out and try to talk to her, see what she's doing here.
Alright, you do so. So if you just move this way, down southward with free movement, you will get there. And you notice there's a variety of what looks like small, shadowy beings playing around as children. And one of them has a face that's somewhat similar to Katie, but her teeth are way too long. And she looks up at you and says, "Oh, yes, I remember. That's him, the guy who organized the festival last week." And the other children are also saying, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." And they're all like, we saw the festival from the little holes that lead from the mountain into the depths."
And they're talking to me, I guess.
They're talking to Luck.
Oh, other festival. Gotcha.
Yes, I am the king of Bardland. I kind of organize the majority of those with some help from my advisors and such.
Now, the one with Katie's face that's almost very similar but somewhat uncanny says to you, "Would you like to listen to our performance? We've been inspired by yours and Katie's and all the other citizens of the Bardland."
Of course. I think
Okay.
it'd be very interesting.
Now, as you do that, Luck, roll a charisma save.
Oh. 18.
18. Okay, so you notice that you do feel compelled to follow them deeper into the woods, but then you realize that it's probably a fey trick and you don't. So they go disappear in the woods and shout at you, "Come play with us again." And then there's nothing left in the forest and it starts to feel cold.
Um. Let's see.
You must be
Luck was
careful of
probably
those
a little
faith
bit,
folk.
probably a little bit creeped out by that. So, but he's gonna follow it anyway.
Oh.
Just like
Okay, then you
cautiously.
follow it cautiously, not
Yeah.
being manipulated or anything. You're following cautiously. Now, as you do so,
My own volition.
you see that there is a path that branches out 3 ways.
Ooh, all right. I'm gonna do what I think is the intelligent move right now, and go back to inform the party about this.
Okay, you do so. And the first person you meet is Kumuk.
Where did you wander off to, my
Come
friend?
on.
You're getting into my habit.
Yeah. Well, I saw what I thought was one of the stars of the show at my kingdom. It wasn't exactly. And then they tried to charm me or something.
Ah,
I don't even know.
was it a resident fae?
Yeah, it seemed to be. I did follow them a little bit, but that was, I wanted to see what they wanted out of me. I found this.
You still have all your faculties? Do you remember your name? You don't lose anything?
Yes.
Okay,
No.
good. You gotta be careful with them.
But I did find a crossroads, so I was wondering if you and maybe Patrick wanted to check that out.
Found another path, you say? Do you have any idea where it leads?
Nope.
Well, perhaps there will be a path to the Hag House for some other threat that we have to take care of before we take on these guys as vassals. The more we know about this place, the better we'll be able to deal with anything.
All right, so
Patrick,
we
would you like
should
to
go.
celebrate your newfound living with another adventure?
Oh, but of course. Where shall we be going?
Patrick was following up the path some Fae took and discovered a crossroads of sort that we are going to
I've been
explore.
standing here the entire time. You are right.
Yes. I am aware, just making sure that you are not enamored by the roast of the eagle.
No, I don't eat meat.
Well, are you game, my friend?
Of course. Where shall we be heading?
Well, Luck, it seems like they were trying to entice you. What way would you like to go in the crossroads?
Let's see. I always like to.
Well, first, before you do reach the crossroads, if Kumuk and Patrick are entering this part of the Phalanx, Kumuk, let's see, you see what looks like several sentient elder mushrooms, and Patrick, it looks like you are looking at a bunch of Fey hunters. Now, let's see. Patrick, you have a charisma save with advantage because you have previous dealings with the Fae. And Kumuk, you just roll a regular charisma save. Also, Luck cannot see any of that, and you can't see each other's what the other sees.
So I'm just rolling a charisma save.
Yeah.
Okay.
16.
Okay, Patrick got a 16.
5.
5. So Patrick knows those hunters trying to scare him are but Fey tricks. And with a wave of his trunk, a bunch of butterflies disperse the images and then flitter away. But Kumuk, you see the elder mushrooms of the old mushroom councils. beckoning you for druidic secrets. And so I will move you down to the crossroads in a bit. Where do your character go?
You should be by the eagle.
Yeah. Huh. For some reason. Okay, can you just move your own character there? Because I need to refresh the table plot because it's not
Right
working
here?
for me. Yes. So
it's
I will
Kumuk
then
begins to
proceed.
wander off.
I will then proceed to hide your character and have the other characters guess which way you went. Whoops.
Oh,
Okay.
no. Look, I believe we should be following him. I think Kumuk has
Oh.
been lost for a moment.
Oh shit.
Very in character with the tortoise. He's like, ooh, shiny.
Okay, so which way do you think
Alright,
Kumuk
where we
went?
looking now?
Good luck. If you would prefer to try fighting him, I could also attempt to smell him out.
I
smell
think
like
you trying
nature.
to smell them may be that may be the better idea, if I'm gonna be honest, because
Patrick
You
will
know.
use his sniffer and try to locate Kumuk.
I smell like pine.
Okay, so for that, make a survival with advantage.
All right, because of the sniffer. 17.
17. Oh, okay.
Nice.
You distinctly smell turtle coming from the west.
Pretty west, good luck.
all right.
Patrick goes.
Okay, so you've reached a bog of sorts. It is quite muddy. All
Oh, no.
of the terrain is difficult terrain, but you can just walk through it, or possibly swim if you have a swim speed, but it will still be difficult as you swim in mud. And it seems that underneath one of these squares is Kumuk, but there's quite a bunch of things that do look like Kumuk, but he is mainly over here, which I will reveal to you, stuck in the bog. And at this point, you see several Boglodites laughing and pointing at Kumuk before then seeing you and flittering away and dispersing away, perhaps to another dimension. And Kumuk is stuck in the mud. They pulled a prank on him.
Oh no.
All right.
Kumuk, are you okay?
Oh yes, I am enjoying a good mud bath. Come join me.
I would prefer not to, Kumuk.
You look a little stuck.
Oh yes, I feel I've enjoyed this a bit too much, but since I cannot move, I am currently enjoying the moment.
All right, let me check something.
Right.
Let me check. Make sure I'm capable. It's strange.
Capable of anti-tortoise mud maneuver.
All right, 30 feet. 30 feet. Perfect. That's all I need. All right. Patrick is going to cast. Actually, Patrick's going to force himself up one more. There we go. There we go. Because I believe that's. Yeah. I need Kumuk himself to be within 30 feet here. All right. So first, Patrick is going to cast Shape Water, freeze the water in the mud right there to make it solid.
Okay.
Ooh, cold therapy. How nice.
And then Patrick is going to follow that up with a Mold Earth cantrip on Kumuk's location, try to loosen the grip of the mud on Kumuk's body. Kumuk, try climbing out!
Okay, now roll a
Highly
wisdom
intelligent.
check, Patrick, to see how well you can shape the earth according to the best way to jiggle him out.
Jiggle.
All right, straight wisdom roll.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna have my owl give me the help action.
A 6. Okay,
The
so
owl
unfortunately, it seems that the advent of too much magic has produced a negative effect with the Fey magic, and Kumuk has sunk slightly deeper into it, according to the dice rolls. And there was also a little bit of magical damage that resulted from this. That Kumuk's little tail is unfortunately the recipient too, that I will now roll
no.
for. So you've taken 2 piercing damage as the magic pierces your tail a little bit, like pinches your tail.
Ow.
It seems too much
Jostle
magic.
me into a log.
It seems too much magic may have weirded out the forest.
Yes, indeed. This is a strange situation I find myself in. I have
All right.
long since said magic is the solution to everything. For the first time in my life, magic is not the solution.
Character
Okay,
development.
well, how about we
do
try
you have
something
a
a little
rope?
simpler? Yeah, I was gonna tie a dagger to my rope here, and we can throw it over.
But we could hurt Kumuk in that. You could
Just just aim, just aim well.
Or you could hand the end of your rope to my familiar and he could fly it over.
That's a pretty good idea.
So you do that, and the familiar then brings the rope to Kumuk's head. Now, what do you do?
Patrick will slosh through the mud towards Luck and
What do you want me to do? Hold this in my teeth?
Yeah, something like that.
I
can your arms move at all, Kumuk?
I am buried in mud.
How deep can you move your arms? Like is his arms submerged too? Like he's only his head's poking out?
I would say one
Like a
arm is
periscope.
submerged, but the other one is more free because the magic
imagine.
didn't bury him that much.
He's buried in his head like a periscope, like whoop.
Okay, I'm gonna have my owl swoop down with the end of the rope and kind of go like under the arm that's actually there.
Mm-hmm.
Loop the rope around him so he could perhaps tie it around himself.
Okay, the rope has now been tied around Kumuk. The owl is somewhat muddy, but still capable of flight.
All right. Good luck. If we pull together, we might be able to get him out.
Yep. Let's get to it.
All right. 1, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, now both of you roll strength checks, and we'll see how the dice decides if this is the method or not.
I have +0. I have +0 to strength.
Same here.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
8 and 6. So it seems he is practically stuck in there. Okay, so you've tried
We're so
cantrips
weak.
and you've tried strength pulling with the rope. You have the rope on him, but this unfortunately did not work either. So the holy dice have commanded. And now what do you do?
Bless you.
Thank you.
Look, I'm running out of ideas.
Yeah, I'm surprised that didn't work.
Dig me out.
Yeah, but what if we get stuck in the mud?
This is quite the pickle. I didn't expect this to happen this session, but here we are. Stuck in the muck. Kumuk.
It's the swamp of sadness, all right? Think happy thoughts. We'll get through this. All right. All right. Well, cantrip did work, but because I was perhaps I was targeting the ground around Kumuk is why it backfired. Perhaps if I try it without anyone there, and Patrick will use the mold earth cantrip, try to just completely excavate mud from the square in front of him. So nobody's in the mud that he's actually just trying to, he's literally just trying to bulldoze a path through the mud.
Okay, so you're trying to excavate like a path like this?
Just a straight path, but it only works in 5-foot cubes at a time. This 5-foot cube right now.
Okay, so just for this one. And okay, so there's no mud currently there. There is a little bit of water and a few worms, but no mud.
All right. Patrick will use shape water then to clear the water out of the way. Like he's trying to make passage as easy as possible, and he'll freeze it where the water stays out the way.
Okay, so this cube is now empty of stuff beyond a bit of bedrock that's at the bottom.
All right. So the next cube.
Yes, okay, so that works as well, and you continue doing that until the end when you get in front of Kumuk or beside Kumuk.
Okay. All right. So this final patch, what's here?
The same thing, yes.
All right. So he's going to try to clear it out. So there's an empty spot for Kumuk to try to wiggle his way into.
Okay, Kumuk, moment of truth. Can you dexterously wiggle your way out of one patch of mud into the cleared patch that Patrick has
no.
made?
You want a deck save?
My owl
Dex
is going
check,
Oh
yeah.
no.
My owl is going to be perched on your shell, giving you like enthusiastic motivational screeches. Right? He's giving you the help action all the way.
Or he's just helping by trying to push me out too.
Not just by yelling at you.
So do I
Trying to
roll this
motivate
dex check with advantage?
Dex check with advantage, yeah.
That is an 11.
Okay, 11. So with that, your little paws and feet manage to poke themselves out, and your body too. But unfortunately, because it's only 11, your shell is still stuck in the previous square. So you're half out.
All right.
Look,
But now,
Luck-
Kumuk, you
Yep,
have
yep, yep.
access to both hands now if you want to
Luck
do
is
anything
gonna-
with them.
Patrick's
Luck
going
is
to
gonna
continue
walk
clearing
behind
the path even
Patrick.
further, so him and Luck can get on either side of Kumuk.
Yes.
All right.
Give me your hand. Grab my
Which one?
hand. Luck.
Yeah,
Which one?
give each of us one of your hands.
Okay, I guess I'll grab both their hands.
Try to pull him out.
Okay, so let's see.
Can't be thoughts, Kumuk.
All right, I want everyone,
Happy?
including
I thought
Kumuk,
slippery.
to make
All right, you
strength
know what?
checks, and hopefully this will be the end of it.
This is big brain. I'm gonna use a spell slot and cast bless on myself.
Okay, you do so.
My...
Can I guidance myself?
Yeah, you can, because you've been in the swamp
Wait,
for a
no,
while. You
never
have all the
mind.
time in the world.
Bless is
Help
useless
action.
in this
That
situation,
didn't help.
technically.
Okay, so strength check and guidance.
Okay.
Strength and
Oh my
guidance.
God.
Hey,
All right, come up,
Hey.
17. So while Patrick and Luck are vainly and
my
futilely trying to pull you out, you with your back feet just do a big double kick and just pop out. And now you're free of the muck. Hooray!
I
Meanwhile,
just need to get my hind legs free.
Meanwhile, you see a bunch of fae in the forest eating various popcorn and candy and laughing at you before scuttling away into their holes. Ah.
Perhaps we should get out of the swamp now before the water comes back in.
Yeah, we don't want to get like stuck again.
Indeed.
Let
I
us leave
think
the
I've had a
swamp
good
with
mud
Bennett.
bath for a week.
Yum.
I'm good for mud baths for the week.
Luck is gonna run back.
Yes,
So this
you
will
all
make a
make it
great
back to the
story.
crossing.
It's gonna make a great story at work. I'm stuck in the swamp of sadness.
Okay, now,
Oh, the
I
swamp
feel
of
like we
pickiness.
didn't roll any. I feel like we didn't roll anything above a 10, like almost the entire time.
We did not.
well, that's the
If it's one
game.
thing. Kumuk Kumuk really likes mud, apparently. Or the mud really likes him.
Oh yeah, Kumuk, your skin is very shiny, and now you have advantage on your next charisma save check, skill check, whatever.
Because I'm so shiny.
Yes. Unfortunately for Patrick and Luck, you didn't spend as much time in the muck as Kumuk, so you're not as shiny. But yeah.
My complexion is
I'm
fabulous.
fine with that. I'm currently using mold earth to get the mud out of my robes.
Okay, you look cleaner now.
All right.
Oh, which way do we want to go now? For these
Well,
Fey
after
shenanigans. Do we want to follow?
that. All right, I guess so. Let's we can go straight down, I guess. No. Do.
Okay, so as you go straight down, I will then reveal the map. Map.
Luck is
Map.
gonna
Map.
Luck is gonna play his instrument a little bit while they march along.
Yes. And as you do so, you notice that there are a bunch of vegetable patches with more Fey playing around in them. In this one, you notice there's a bunch of upside down carrots growing with the roots to the sky. In this one, there are apricot trees, and these seem to have bushes that are growing plums.
What do you think? Is this one more interesting?
Well, there isn't mud. That's a plus. And
Oh, you
instead
don't
there's
wanna
food.
you don't wanna be all spick and span.
I'm sorry, Kumuk, but I'm a second Lux motion.
Oh, you have not had the best. You have not had tried Shroom Sovereignty's patented mud spas. Our myconid masseuse are fantastic.
I prefer to avoid leeches.
Oh no, that's our bloodletting division. That's more medical.
Look, I fear sarcasm is a foreign language to me.
Now, as you continue going down, you see a variety of more fruits and vegetables. This one has what looks like oranges in the shape of bananas.
Look, you're following behind. You're in the way. Keep going.
This one has let's see, tomatoes that make meowing sounds on the vine, and these are just money trees. But as you take a look at the currency,
Money
which are
trees?
coins, it seems to all be counterfeits.
Money trees.
Yeah, but this is fake money trees. Like, why wouldn't the Fae use fake gold to try and fool people?
No, I always heard money didn't grow on trees.
Indeed.
It's
Well,
pretty
I
shoddy
guess we've been
fake
proved
gold.
wrong.
So you can tell at first glance, but maybe with some Fey magic, a person will be convinced.
Where are these money trees?
Maybe.
Which ones are the money trees?
These ones here, south of you, like diagonally
Oh, all the way
south.
down there?
Yeah, like here. This is the money tree.
Money tree.
Money! Mr. Krabs.
All right. Patrick's gonna be the one that does something stupid this time. I want to pluck
Alright,
one of the coins from the tree. I want to pick one.
Okay,
Can you
you
give me
do
a second? I
so.
gotta, like, use the bathroom really bad.
Yeah, go ahead. We're gonna take our break at 5:20 anyways, so I can do exercise with my dad and get dinner ready, and then we'll be back at 5:40. So it's okay. Now I would just describe the money isn't quite ripe yet, but it looks like it might turn ripe, like you plucked a gold coin in about like 3 days. So you can just add unripe gold coin fake. into your inventory, and then in brackets 3 days.
Ah, yes.
Yes.
What an
Uh,
interesting market to take part in should the Shroom Sovereignty get this as a vassal.
Now, to your left, you see a variety of these weird vegetables being wheelbarrowed down
In the
south
back.
by various what are they called? By various mini fae, all talking about the great competition with all these famous chefs and the various ingredients that they're harvesting for that competition as they go down south.
Patrick's going to keep investigating this unripe gold coin fruit. Roll around in his hands. Like, how does it feel? Does it feel metal?
Currently, it feels like crinkled aluminum. Now, aluminum isn't supposed to exist in this time period, but it's like crinkled tin foil or iron foil.
Bites it.
Yeah, or like parchment paper, but metallic.
He bites it.
Okay, so you bite it, and it makes a weird shearing noise. And as you look at your bite mark, you see that your bite has somewhat warped the coin into a shape of a crescent moon.
This could be what they use for perhaps fooling other mortals with their currency. I mean,
Yes,
all that fool's gold's got to come from somewhere.
absolutely, Lord Kumuk. I would recommend if you're considering this nation as a vassal, perhaps you should input some more stringent quality control on counterfeiting.
Indeed, that must be taken into consideration. Perhaps they can put their mischievous deeds into more constructive practices?
Well, it would certainly make for a
Their pen.
renewable
Yes,
source for metal if you were using it for constructive purposes.
what appears their ability to manufacture weird plants could greatly influence my Gannett scientist research purposes. Perhaps they could assist with the development of the radiation zone. Who knows? He's got to put their skills to the right interest, I would say.
Indeed, indeed.
Because being able to grow such lifelike currency from a mystical plant is an achievement of itself. If these were fully ripened, it would be difficult to tell them apart.
Indeed, and it doesn't seem to be quite ripe yet either. That is even the proper word for this. What do you see around the corner? Oh wait, Luck's in the bathroom still, isn't he?
No, I'm back. I'm back.
What do you see around the corner there?
A long path,
Okay, now as you look
and maybe something at the end.
past the long path, you notice that there are quite a few more of these pixies and gnomes, and a familiar face, and they are cheering him on as he then enters this grove of trees and disappears. Now, does anybody in the party remember who that is, or where they seen him before?
I didn't get to see the face.
Oh, okay. I'll show it. I'll show it again briefly before I remove it. This guy.
Let me see. Let me see.
Gollum? With the
Oh, he was one of the druggies at the Harvest Festival.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, so come on, you recognize one of your citizens go into the into this grove of trees with a bunch of pixies and gnomes cheering him on.
Oh goodness. What has that man gotten himself into now? He was with the he was
With
with
the
the
man that
man who
sold
let
his
his
child,
child be
wasn't he?
used by pardon?
Yes, yes. The exact same thought. Jinx.
Do I owe you mushrooms?
We'll discuss who owes who what later.
And as you do so, you notice
Yes.
there's the gnome king who pops his head out of this and say, "Oh, I was looking for you guys. The competition to decide whether we get to kick the hag out or not is starting. Hurry up!" And he disappears into this. And then this is going to be our break. I'm going to go. Let's see, do some exercise with my dad, and I'll see you all at 5:40.
Hmm.
But before I do
Right.
leave, I'll just move all your characters up to where like the competition is supposed to be, so we don't have to waste time doing that afterwards. Let's see. So I'll
I just
put
love it when we got all casters and no strong boys. That's
Yeah.
exactly why I take enhance ability. I was debating casting it the whole time, but you never got close.
okay. So
And I wasn't going to enhance ability the owl.
what I'm going to do is just like if everybody refreshes the table plop screen, you will appear to where the competition is, and I'll just remake your characters there.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Teleported.
Yeah. So it looks like
Thank you.
you've entered through the servants' entrance of this place to the right side. Do you see the new place I unveiled?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, the one
I
with
think it's
Gorgon
Very,
still
Ramsay.
refreshing.
Okay, you can kind of guess what the competition of whether to keep the hag in this place or not is going to be. Now, I'm going to be preparing real dinner, and I'll see you in 20 minutes.
All
Is it
right.
gonna be how tasty
Is
the
Kumuk
hag
gonna have to
is?
show off his cooking skills?
I don't think Patrick can cook. Did anybody take the chef feat?
Oh, but
Anytime cooking was involved
it's
with
okay.
something, it was always like
Maybe
survival or
I don't
something.
even know. See, I have like performance. If we cook with performance, that'd be pretty great.
I'm surprised y'all didn't get no loot from the clown thing.
Oh yeah, we didn't. From the no, not the clown. It was a weird elk thing.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we thought he was a clown. He was a clown.
I guess we can ask him when we get back if we like got anything from it. I don't know. Because there was that whole ancient city with God knows what tech.
Yeah, I xed myself out of the loot pool for the week.
Yeah, that was a
But
very
hey, it was a very cool
bold,
transition.
Oh yeah, yeah. That
very
was the only
bold
thing
of
I
you.
thought could make sense. Was like I fall into this abyss, and we worked it out the next day. He said I was gonna end up in the Fey world, and I was like, all right. If everybody thinks I'm dead, I'm obviously not in the loot pool. I was like, hey, how about this? How's this for an idea? If I show up there, I got to tell my story to them. I got to get back to my country and convince my people that I'm not dead. I was like, so I'll give up loot and I'll give up kingdom actions for the week if I could just get +2 to fame for my heroic sacrifice and being a diplomat to another nation under such unusual circumstances.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't think I discussed with. I don't think that. I don't think Comfy ever came to a conclusion on the new stuff I discovered in the radiation zone.
Ooh.
I know he discovered. I think I upgraded the beer and discovered more radioactive bacteria, but nothing
Upgrade
that
the
like
beer?
developed from it just yet.
He's upgrading his anti-radiation beer.
Yeah, I think I made the beer less negative, and what else? I remember making it less negative, and I did something else to it. I can't remember.
What about you, Locke? Are you opening up them mithril mines
Hmm?
yet?
I don't know. I had to leave early that time, so I don't know if we actually got uh mithril or not.
Oh shit! You didn't work it out during the week what you're doing with your week downtime.
I don't even know.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
What I did was
which
I
definitely
upgraded the beer
sucks.
and I
Mainly,
discovered more
well, let's see.
bacteria, to say more radioactive products.
Turns out I have proficiency in all armor, so I could get like some pretty tasty mithril stuff.
Mm.
Like if I
You
wanted
just need
to,
to
I
be
could
strong enough
do.
to wear it.
That's good point. Wait, actually, no, I don't.
Oh yeah, because it's
Mithril
light.
removes that, so I could go like full plate.
Again, it's pretty expensive though, so you're gonna have to probably invest the money to form the mithril.
I guess so. I mean, let's see.
Yeah, but Luck's
Mithril
fucking
armor.
loaded.
Hmm?
Luck's fucking loaded. You forget he's the richest guy here.
Oh yeah,
Oh
that's
yeah,
true.
because his economy was pretty good.
No, not that. It was the robe of useful items.
Oh, that right.
He's got like 2 grand on him or something like that. I think
I have 20.
20 grand.
What is
Yeah.
what is
God
that from? Is that from like
damn.
stuff on the robe?
No, I chose as my uncommon magical item the robe of useful items.
Hmm.
And when John rolled for like what I start out with it, I got like the gems a ton. Actually, no, it is 2 grand. Okay, not 20, not 20.
Yeah, I was about to have a heart attack. 20,000 gold. Oh shit! 20,000 gold. We've already won D&D. What are we doing?
I have 2,000, but yeah, when we rolled, I got the gems, and that was pretty huge.
I was
Oh,
so upset with you when you cast that fireball scroll. So upset. I was like, did he realize I could copy that in my spellbook and make all of the scrolls of fireball?
Oh my God, you're right. I didn't even think about that.
I could just be making
Cause
scrolls of fireball for
I'm not
everybody.
used to I'm not used to wizards.
I didn't want to metagame it because Patrick didn't know you had it. As soon as you cast that though, I was like, no.
and since I had to rework my sheet a bit because I forgot to do the conversions from the last campaign, I had to change what my ASI was because I hate having odd primary stat. This bugs me.
Oh no,
Hmm.
no. I love an odd primary stat.
I mean, I have 15 in wisdom and 17 in charisma.
An odd primary stat opens you up to so many feats you can take that'll get it up to an even
True.
primary stat.
Oh yeah, that's what
And
I
that'll
did
be
because
another.
yeah, that's why I was messing around instead of just pure
Yeah, that'll be
ASI.
another +1.
Yeah, so instead of pure ASI, I did a feat.
Hmm.
Ooh. feat you take?
Skill expert.
Oh wow.
One of my
Okay.
favorites.
Especially if we're considering we have a decent amount of RP
Mhm.
of role play. So yeah, that's definitely a good one.
Yeah, the one I went for was survival because that's a
Makes
lot of
sense.
because I'm using survival a lot to develop my areas.
Yeah.
That is what I am going for.
I just wish that I joined the campaign before like I realized that you were sharing that someone was sharing content on D&D Beyond.
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel ya. Oh yeah, and I
Because
obviously since we had the kingdom downtime, I got my sentinel shield, so my perception's pretty handled.
especially because I could have done something other than life domain
Uh,
or College of Lore. There's other ones that would be interesting or more appropriate for the character.
Damn, I apologize. I thought everyone knew that I was sharing a butt
whoops.
ton of content on there.
No, I think I just made the character and then joined the campaign with the character.
Uh, Instead of making it in the campaign.
Yeah.
It happens. A lot of times you get excited and you make it and like, oh, I forgot to join the page. That's why a lot of times I just prototype it on Roll20 on my test server,
Oh.
and then I just transfer it over on D&D Beyond if we use that. That way I can have everything written down that I know I need to remember.
Yeah.
Or if I
And
use any
you
custom
can
stuff.
you could probably set out your entire build if you want to.
Exactly. Like
Yeah,
anytime I experiment with multiclassing.
I kind of just go with the flow.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely going with the flow, putting everything into survival so I can better develop the radiation zone.
Well,
Yeah.
now you know, Luck. So whenever I run my one shot, you know you've got a butt ton of stuff available to you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We've decided the one shot I'll be running, so that way the DM can get some player time.
Mhm.
That's going to be on the 16th of October. I'm
All right.
still I'm still fleshing it fully out. Like I had some ideas that I did get a little carried away with and realized you're not really going to get too. I mean, I could still probably do it, but it'd be very. I might still do it, but so the first one shot I run will probably be a very toned down one. Uh, what I envisioned was instead of just having everybody say, "Oh, well, this is my background," it'll be more like you guys will be at the academy because I'm setting this like in the far future. Like Patrick's already dead, and there's like a picture of him on the wall as the first headmaster. You know what I mean?
Mm.
It's like way in the future.
All right.
Everybody's gonna start off as like students at the academy,
Oh,
and
okay. So we can do some wizarding. I have not made a wizard before, so that'll be
yeah,
interesting.
You know what? I'm feeling war magic or maybe blade singer if I get to use that.
I was thinking about Blade Singer because I've got this guy in this server that I'm in,
Mhm.
and he has Blade Singer as one of his main classes. Well, it's this crazy kind of homebrew. We got all kinds of homebrew crazy shit going on.
Ah.
So, but
How all homebrew campaigns go. Chaos.
I mean, the server is literally called Chaos Dungeons, but
Hey.
yeah, Blade Singer actually does seem like a pretty cool class though. Because
Scary.
see, I like being, in the fight, but at the same time, I kind of do like, being in the back and just meteor swarm. Just absolutely obliterated.
Whenever I want to be creative fighting, I go with like fighter or barbarian because then I just figure out creative ways to close quarters combat.
I feel
There was
like
this one time I did
Monk would still be good for that though.
oh no, like even more creative than that. Like one idea was okay, barbarian with enlarge and reduce so I can swing enemies as the weapon.
Oh
Nice,
man.
nice.
We
When I
agreed.
was
We
setting
agreed
up,
that since it was so big and I was enlarged, it did the damage of a great mall.
Wow.
Because bludgeoning.
so you'll even have some choices in the one shot I'll be setting up, like it'll be quote unquote clubs or workshops
Hmm.
that people will join.
Alrighty.
Depending on
Cool.
what workshop you join, that'll depend on like what kind of clique you ended up in at the place. Because you got smaller, close knit workshops, but you also got bigger ones that are basically like fraternities.
Okay.
Hmm.
D
So
and D
you could
Beyond is
end up being
crashing.
you could end up being
Is it?
the university frat boy, you know. Uh, and to make it as
You're not
I
even a
told you
wizard. You're a
you would
warlock that just
chime in.
bluffed the test.
You could. Uh, and that's also
Oh, that'd
actually
be
part
funny.
of it is I'm actually going to have tests on there too. Like one of the like in the first one shot, your missions are going to be as simple as you go to a class, you got to turn in a project, right?
Mhm.
Depending on how you decide to spend your time researching or how well you listen to the lesson, there'll be clues that pop up that you could use to give you a better chance at a good grade, right? So if you sleep in class, you'll end up making your roll, or if you stayed up all night doing something else like going to a party to increase your reputation at the school, you might have disadvantage on your roll. If you just
All
do the
right.
bare minimum, you get a straight roll. If you do the hidden thing, you get an advantage on your roll. But even with advantage, as you guys saw earlier, I got a 2 and a 3 on that advantage check.
Yeah.
Still
I
fail
mean,
even if you
granted,
roll
you
right.
had, granted, you have +0 to strength.
Exactly, but still, you could still fail the test.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I was thinking, like, the first year, we'd probably do your freshman year as a quick first half of the
Mhm.
one shot. And we fast forward to your senior years where your decisions you made in the first year reflect how the other years played out. And then you get to your senior year.
Uh-huh.
And then at the end of the senior year, I take the averages of the tests you did in those 2 years. It decides whether or not you actually pass the school. And
All right.
if you fail, because everybody's going to be in the smart group, so there's a 1 year interlude between the end of the school and the start of the smart group session in the next one shot I do.
Uh,
Uh, there's a 1 year interlude. So after you graduate, you could choose to go straight into smart, or you could take a year to go travel the world, or if you failed, you have to do an extra year at the school. All three of which will have a different effect.
okay.
Interesting.
So that way, everyone's going to end up super different, and you're all not going to be just the same cookie cutter wizard.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You're all gonna be super different. But the part I like best about it is it's going to actually establish a history between all of you. You're all going to remember each other from school. So if one of you was,
Mhm.
the fraternity frat boy, super popular, everyone's going to remember that. If
Ooh,
you
Patrick,
Yeah.
I'm
hung out
also testing this out. If you want more magic to play with, I have a magic expansion book called Deep Magic.
Deep magic.
Magic. Is it an official source?
Nah, it's a Kickstarter thing, but it's very interesting.
I'm,
It is balanced.
I might take a look at it. You can just link that to me at some point in the coming weeks. I got plenty of time. I got till the 16th to get it together.
Oh yeah, it
Yeah.
literally adds like a bunch of different schools of magic if you want to play with it, like dwarven ring magic, elven ritual magic, dragon
Huh.
magic,
I'll take a look at it. I'll take a look at it since magic is going to be the
whole
big focus.
thing.
So, like, that's the first session. Then from the second session I do on, it's going to be all about you guys on the smart team, and you're sent to, because they're going to be quick one shots. It's going to be smart team. You get your dossier. You're going to this location to handle whatever is happening in this area. Yeah. So it might be something simple. It could be something complex. It could be just a run in and burn everything alive. Or it could be you've got to research a cure for a new disease, all kinds of stuff.
Mm.
Cool. Wizard Squad.
Yeah. Basically, that's what it is. It's Wizard Special Forces. That's what I was doing.
All right.
This
The
gave me the
only-
stupidest.
the
That just gave
only
me the stupidest image.
What?
Wizard Special Forces. Instead of
The only
FBI,
disadvantage, bro.
instead of FBI, it's WBI. Wizard Bureau of Investigation.
It's a guy in a SWAT outfit riding a witch's broom.
No. Just witches and wizards just rappelling down. Just whoa.
All right, you went the other direction, but we're on the same page.
Yeah. Just WBI, open up, and they just come out, and their hands are like gun form. Like, put them up.
Okay, break time is over. I hope everyone is back because we're about to start our cooking competition.
Oh boy.
Now, Gordon Ramsay is presiding over the final round of the previous competition. On your left is fan favorite Coolum, the guy who totally didn't sell mushrooms to that guy who didn't totally sell his baby to get more mushrooms. And to the right is the big hater, child chef, who's holding a fish and a chicken. And his assistant, two rabbits whose tails are connected. And it seems that Child has cooked an eagle spiced with great curry flowers. And Coolum has
Looks
cooked
like
something
Monster Hunter.
made of mushrooms. And the final verdict is that Coolum is unfortunately the loser and he gets booed out of the auditorium. Can nobody beat Child Guy? And with that, Gnome King comes out and says, "Oh, I have found adventurers who maybe could beat Child Guy. We really are running out of options here." And that's you, the King Party.
I feel
boy.
like we've been volunteered for something with no notification.
Yes, it seems that way. Well, cooking. Do any of you happen to be
Chefs.
good at cooking?
Now the question
I
is,
usually
what?
have my unseen servant do it for me.
The big question is, what skill normally incorporates cooking?
Now, Gordon Ramsay comes in front of you and says he will explain in just a moment for this amateur chef adventurer program. And he invites everyone to please come up on stage on the other side of Child Chef and his rabbit helpers. Okay, now the Gnome King joins the crowd who start cheering for you, and Gorgon says, "Okay, now it's time to interview our contestants. First up is Luck. Luck, you've had quite a party last week. Tell us more about that."
Oh well, it was one of our regular parties. There was lots of illicit activities that were participated in. Other activities that weren't.
Wow, sounds like quite a doozy. I would love to live in Bartland myself. Unfortunately, I have been bound to this hag house for eternity, or until the hag is
You should have seen the
defeated.
water. You should have seen the apple bobbing.
An apple person. Apple person, I see. And, Patrick, tell us about the dishes of your homeland.
I would like to make a history check. Do I know who Gorgon Ramsay is?
Okay, make a history check. Let's see if you know this guy who is supposedly a celebrity, but has been living in a hag's house for eternity. History check 23. Okay, so he was once a great chef, but after failing to pay some of his restaurant owners or some other deals, he unfortunately ended up making some sort of deal with a hag for rare ingredients and didn't read the fine print. Now here he is. But otherwise, I think he's usually portrayed as heroic, but some stories he is a terrible villain. It really depends on the tale.
Was his hair always like that? Or did he have to take another role?
Well, it's hard to tell. You think it might have always been snakes, but he is called Gordon Ramsay, so why shouldn't they be?
So as Gorgon Ramsay comes up to him, Patrick's going to attempt to reach out and shake his head. Oh, Gorgon Ramsay, pleasure to meet you. Your hair is looking wonderful today.
Why, thank you, thank you. Ever since I've been cursed by this the gnome hag, I've had quite a bit of trouble with hairstyles, but I think slick back is the way to go. Isn't that right, fellows? And the crowd has a mix of cheers and boos, and he's like, "Oh, sod off."
I would say that they have poor taste. It suits you wonderfully. As for the dishes in Horizon Academy, unfortunately, I am not a professional chef upon your level. But I would say that our dishes are wonderfully exquisite, considering the fact that eating is considered a whimsical thing. In the fact that most in my kingdom could survive on the simple spell of good berry if needed. Well, those chefs that are in the kingdom do take pride in their work. After all, it is not cooking magical.
Interesting. About talking about Goodberry. I know I myself have tried to make Goodberry have some sort of flavor, but even I have failed at that task. And oh wait, I'm getting a report from one of my snakes that you have in fact come back from the dead. Is that true, or is there magicry afoot?
There is certainly. I must tell you that
It's always
the rumors of my
magic.
death was greatly exaggerated.
I see. Well, and our final member of the away team, there is Kumuk. You look a little shiny today, Kumuk.
Yes, I partake of the phase mud bath. It was quite wondrous. Their prank may have been for their own interests, but I have come out on top.
Yes. One of my competitors also has a show about pranks. I'll have to check the footage on that one. And let's see. With that, I believe it is time to explain the rules. Each contestant will have 1 hour to scour the fields, which are to the left and to the right of the hag house, but technically still inside the hag house, to get ingredients. And then whoever can cook the best meal will be able to deliver victory and finally free me from this horrible curse. Of course, I'm not the only judge. The hag will be judging as well. Now, confer with yourselves for a minute of strategizing of who wants to take what paths. There is the west path, the north path, the east path. You can always choose to go in a group or by yourselves, but make sure you come back here after the hour is up.
Does the meal have to be prepared before the hour is up?
Oh, yes, that too. So you'll have 1 hour to search your ingredients, followed by, I'd say, about 30 minutes, another hour actually, to prepare your food. But usually it only takes 30 minutes thanks to the new hag-powered magic cooking utensils in both kitchens, which are located here and here, as well as in the top here. So all of this is the kitchen, and all of, like, that is the kitchen.
Are there any other rules we should be made aware of?
Let's see. Oh, yes, if you die in the competition, well, that's on you.
Oh, that is certainly unfortunate.
Oh, yes, and you cannot directly attack a competitor, or you cannot kill them, but you can attack them.
All right. Patrick is going to confer very quietly with Kumuk and Luck. I do not agree with attacking any other competitors? I mean, he is just a child. However, didn't hear any rules against disregarding the use of magic or perhaps some sabotage.
And what do the others have to say to Patrick's suggestions?
How would we do that? I could just, trash talk them.
But if you're
I am
willing
quite
to trust
adept at that.
willing to trust me, you and Kumuk gather ingredients, bring them back, and prepare them the best you can. I, however, will handle the sabotage. No worries. Patrick will
Okay.
look between the two of them and see if they agree to that.
Just don't get caught.
It's not against the rules. He never mentioned it. So Patrick will
Good point.
then raise his voice again and say, I would feel most aggrieved if a child would happen to be harmed in what is in this competition. Since there are, of course, 3 of us and but 1 of him, I will humbly offer to extend an olive branch and accompany Hunter Child as he gathers his ingredients.
That will not be necessary, Mr. Williams. As you can see, my 2 faithful rabbit companions have been quite the guardians of myself for quite a while, and they are quite adept at that. But if you wish to look to see what ingredients I'm picking, I will not fault you for that.
Well, if that is the case, most certainly, I would love to see what you are preparing.
Okay, contestants, on your marks, says Gorgon, and the contestants will take up their places about where in the main building they are to go before they go to the other sections to the north, west, and east.
Right. Patrick is going to cast Unseen Servant spell as a ritual spell using his once per long rest special feature.
Yes.
So he doesn't have to add any extra spell casting time to that. Yeah, there it is. All right, so bam. Unseen Servant. I'm casting Unseen Servant right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's well within the 60-foot range I can get him to. So Unseen Servant's going to be there, nice and invisible. That way, in case Hunter Child decides to make a break for it.
Are unseen servants allowed to, like, trip people?
Well, it's allowed as long as you don't kill anyone.
I got a better idea. I got a better idea that's going to actually make us look good.
I guess we're looking for ingredients.
Okay, Kumuk, which direction are you going?
We have to pick it from the crossroads, right?
Where you currently are. Do you see the map where we are currently?
Yeah,
But
we're in
still,
the
parts of
cooking.
north
Yeah,
and
that place,
cape
yeah.
and right.
So you get if you're
Oh, I
going
see. We have
if you're going to the west, you'll put a character here. If you're going to the north, that would be like, I guess it would be here, and then if you're going east, it would be like here or here.
Well, I kind of want to go through this nether portal here.
Okay, so you're going where?
East.
Okay,
Through
so
the
that
nether
would be
portal.
east. Okay, then.
Where's Hunter Child going?
Hunter Child looks like he's going towards the east because he's positioned himself right here.
I guess
perfect.
Patrick goes over this way too.
I guess for
Sabotage.
a forest, I'll go west for ingredients.
All right, get set, go, and I'll have everyone roll new initiatives, including. Oh yeah, you can roll an initiative for Owl too.
All right. A 5 for Patrick.
Let me see if this rolls properly, because I remembered to equip my kingdom item finally. Let's see if this
Get a
rolls right.
15 for the owl.
15. Okay.
That's pretty good. Did that roll right? Yeah, that rolled right. Perfect. I got a dirty 20.
And wow, Kumuk, you're pretty fast. It looks like all that grime from the muck has done you well. And Luck got 23.
I
Okay.
got a nat 20.
Oh, you're a natural 20 as well. And I will
Oh no, I got
roll
a
for
dirty.
the child initiative, which would be. Alright, he got a 21. Chef
Wow.
Child got 21. Oh, not 421. There we go. And Rabbit couple's initiatives are 8. So I guess they're a bit slower. Alright, Luck. You're first. Now it takes 5 feet to get to the water, no matter where you are on the map. And once you're in the water, you will be teleported to the edge of the water, anywhere in the water you want, kind of like golf. So you can move your character there if you want to go that way.
Yeah.
All right, and as you are there, I will reveal a bit more of the map to show you the possibilities of where you could go.
Really should have taken the long strider spell when I leveled up.
Now, as you are here, make a perception check.
Oh boy. Hey, 22.
22, okay. You hear from the north what sounds like the rumbling of a ferocious engine and the heat of fire.
Whoa.
Where do you go?
This is kicking off a bit
Oh.
more spicy.
I'm supposed to be looking for ingredients, but if it's an engine, adrenaline junkie time.
Okay, now, wait a minute. As you go that way, a thundering fire wheel comes here. Now make a dex save.
Oh no. 15.
15. Alright, you dodge out of the way as the fire wheel crashes into the wall.
Let's go.
But just you wait. It looks like it's revving up for another one. And excuse me, it looks like I have something to take care of. What? Okay.
Dodge.
Oh, it looks like my dinner is ready. Now, you still have movement speed, correct?
Ooh, I started here. Alright, yeah, I got like 10 feet.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess I will just run the remaining.
Okay, then. You see several little fishes coming from this water. There are like anchovies, minnows, and little bony fish. Do you try to scoop one up with your fingers, or do you have a fishing rod or something? If you do, that will be a free action. The finger fishing or the fishing rod.
Could I try to like scoop it into a sack?
Yes. You scoop it, and then once you collect an ingredient, Gorgon Ramsay booms with his many snakes amplifying his voice. The ingredients will appear at your kitchen at the tournament competition. So once you've caught something, it will like teleport there.
Nice. Do I need to make a roll to catch the fish?
Yeah, that would be a let's see. You could make a survival or dexterity check as you try to grab the fish with your fingers. But be careful, they're slippery.
Alrighty. Survival it is, and that's only a 14.
A 14. Okay, with 14 you manage to catch a decent fish. And this will be small, decent fish that appears
Nice.
on the table. Now that's the first ingredient, the small, decent fish. They're pretty ugly. They only have one tooth and one eye, but maybe you can make a sauce out of them. I don't know. Anyways, if that's the rest of your turn, it
Alright.
will be Child Chef's turn next.
Nice.
Alright then, and with Child Chef, he then proceeds to dash across the room this way. And how far was this? 35. And then he will appear here at the 1. And then... Oops, that's not what I meant. Huh, should use the mouse.
Fucker.
25, which would be around here. And because he's by a tree, he'll try to shake the tree and get something out of that. And I'll roll to see what he gets. 6. Alright, so in this case, it's just a bunch of pine cones in the face. Ooh, Child Chef might be a little tired from his fight with Kulam earlier. And Kumuk, it's your turn.
Okay, since I am the only one alone in this. Oh wait, no, one of the other rabbits went this way.
No, the rabbits, the Child Chef dashed past you that way. The rabbits are here beside Patrick.
Oh, okay. So let's see. Is it difficult terrain walking in here or no?
No, you can actually walk on basically everything in this place.
Mm-hmm. All right, I guess I will go into the forested area and start looking for either fruits, herbs, or spices that can
Okay,
be very good
so-
for.
You teleport to the 1, and that's 5 feet. So you have, I think, 25
Oh.
feet left, unless you want to dash somewhere.
Guess over here.
All right, so you make it to the edge of that place, and you're looking for spices and herbs. Now, because you didn't dash, you can check twice. So first, for spices among the trees, let's see. You do notice that there is some sap coming out of the tree in front of you. What do you do?
Let's see, where is my stuff? I guess I can start filling my water skin with the sap.
Okay. Well, the sap is currently flowing out very slowly, so you'll get like a teaspoon of water skin if you just leave it that way. And you still have your actions and bonus action if you want to do anything with that.
All right, I guess. Can I try a perception check to see if I can spot anything that could be herbs, spices, or fruit?
Yeah, okay, do that.
Okay, awesome. And I remembered to put on my sentinel shield, so I get advantage. Hooray.
Oh, good.
That is a 25.
25. Okay, so you notice there is a bee's nest over here, and a bird's nest right here at this tree that seems to have some minty smelling plants emanating from it. Now,
Okay,
remember
so
where that is, because I might forget.
Bee over here and bird over here.
Yeah, a bird that smells like... bird nest that smells like mint, yes.
can't mark anything on this map, so.
Oh, right. So just like remember it or write it down on your own pad.
Okay.
Okay, and if your turn is over, we'll go to the owl.
The owl is holding its turn.
And okay, the rabbit couple. Now the rabbit couple will go into the water and appear here. And they see the flaming wheel, and they will try to run away from the wheel as it then sees them and tries to attack the couple. So they will make their dex save. And that's an 11. Oh, looks like we're having Char Brûlée à Lapin today, as the flaming wheel does hit the rabbit couple. Okay, so they've taken some damage from that. And let's see, I'll just... And after that, they will run off into the darkness, and we don't know what other moves they've done. Now, it is Patrick's turn.
Okay. It looks like sabotage is be quite difficult since they're splitting up. As the rabbit couple run off in the other direction, I thought you were supposed to be escorting the child.
You just
Patrick
hear
will then-
cheeping coming back from that direction at you.
Patrick wasn't expecting an answer, so Patrick is going to cast Fly on himself.
Oh yes, the ears.
Yes, the ears shall flap out. And since Patrick's carrying his owl, this won't take his owl's movement, and since it's tiny, it doesn't decrease his own. Patrick now has a 60-foot flying speed, so Patrick will fly here, teleport over to here.
Look at him go, that flying elephant person, and the crowd cheers at you.
All right. Kumuk, do you have any information to share now that Patrick has appeared?
Oh, yes. Bees over there and birds over there. I would say don't antagonize fey bees and I guess wait for the birds to leave their nest if you want their eggs.
All right. So Patrick gets here.
Or if you're quick
and,
enough, you can try that.
Let's see. Yeah. I got the movement speed for that. So Patrick will fly up here to this bird nest. What's in the bird nest?
Alright, so it looks like this bird has made its nest out of peppermint reeds, and you collect those.
All right, peppermint reeds. All right. I'll add that to the list of ingredients
Yup.
for the competition. Peppermint reeds. All right. Now that Patrick did that,
How much movement do you have left?
I used all 60 foot of my flying speed for that.
Okay, yeah, so you did your movement, you did your action to cast fly, and then you did your free action to collect and talk. Okay.
All right, so now, I gotta wait till next turn to put that other plan I had into action here. But in the meantime, my where is the bee nest?
The bee
Supposedly has
nest
honey?
is over here.
Perfect. Let me see. How far is that again? 20 feet. Perfect. So my owl is going to swoop off of me using its turn, fly 20 feet to the bee's nest, and try to swoop in. And since it has the flyby ability, it gets to swoop in, try to grab part of the bee's nest to get some honey, and swoop away.
Now, looks like somebody is challenging the bee's nest, and this bee is kind of special. Let's see, owl versus bees. And with here, the owl will have to make a constitution save to see if it can get the honey without being stung. Because if it is stung, it may turn to stone for 1 turn. Let's see what it gets.
Oh! So he still proc that even with flyby.
If you go there and you try to like get it, that would more like a reaction of the bee's nest. Like if it gets attacked, this happens. Like the same thing with the wheel.
All
If
right,
you
yeah,
appear
yeah,
there,
that-
it will attack. These aren't like real creatures. These are automated things, automated
Oh.
constructs.
I was just
see
gonna
that.
ask if I could have some honey.
Well, maybe the construct is liable to persuasion, but we don't know. So, Patrick, you roll.
All right, what's the owl rolling here?
The owl is rolling a con save to see if it can get the honey without flinching while the bees try to sting it.
Let me bring up my owl stats here real quick. Oh man, why didn't I have owl already brought up? What am I thinking?
Maybe you thought I would kill him immediately, like the last game, or 2 sessions ago. But no, I
I
wouldn't.
didn't even think that. All right, Constitution. All right. This is gonna be bad. This is bad. Thanks God be with me. 17.
Okay, you got a 17. Against all odds, the owl survives the suffering of the bee stings and gets honey. Now, the honey goes back to the kitchen, and it is now on your list, and I will list out what you have currently. So you have small, decent fish. You have a teaspoon of sap. You have peppermint reeds, and you have honey. A bunch of side ingredients, but no main ingredient yet. Meanwhile, the child and rabbit team have unknown ingredients to you. And it is Luck's turn.
Okay.
Actually, my unseen servant can be standing right here in the middle of the room, so he might actually be able to see what they have.
Okay, so if your unseen servant is still here in this room and hasn't moved and is looking at the
Right
opponent's table, sneaky, you'll see they have pine cones and sea salt and pepper. So the rabbits have somehow gotten sea salt and pepper by taking the southeast path. That's quite a bit of valuable information you have. Now, Luck, you couldn't hear that information because you're pretty far from Patrick. So what do you do?
Yeah, it makes sense. Let's see. I will go. I guess up here.
All right, as you move there, I will
Looking for more
reveal
ingredients.
this side of the map. Now, as you get here, you notice that it is unfortunately a dead end. Oh, there's nothing here except a sign that says, "Ha ha, dead end." The crowd groans. Ah.
All right. So I guess I'll just take another 15 feet. Move down here.
Yep.
Very sad. Very useless.
Yeah, your luck has been pretty bad this session.
Yeah. Really not that great.
Okay. Now, as you are down there, it is now the child chef's turn as it will do a raspberry at Williams because you got something he wanted, and he will run over to also try and get the honey too. And I'll make a con save for him. Okay, so he manages to also get honey that appears there. And that was 10 feet of movement. And then, let's see. Okay, he will move here and get some curly mushrooms. And
Curly mushroom.
with that, it is Kumuk's turn.
Okay. So I've gotten my tree sap. I got my tree sap topping, and I am curious as to what is over here.
Alright, as you make your way beside Child Chef, I will reveal this area of the map to you. And it seems to be there is a man standing in front of you with a variety of things in his backpack. And he beckons to you and asks if you want to buy anything.
Man could possibly be an ingredient too.
Oh!
Oh, sorry. I'm not playing my bard chef here. What am I thinking?
What is he, a lizard man?
Oh, he's just a normal person. He's basically Hannibal Lecter meets Gordon Ramsay.
Wow,
Oh,
that's
that.
amazing.
Okay, so this guy is basically a seller of ingredients.
Yes.
What does he have for sale, I guess?
Yes, you can ask that, and there's also the possibility of trying to take mushrooms that Child Chef seems to be hoarding, because he's standing on the mushroom patch, kind of guarding it from you.
Hmm.
Now, as you are deciding, the seller will open up his backpack and reveal a variety of soy sauces. So there's squid ink soy
Ooh.
sauce. There is calamari soy sauce. There is eagle fang barbecue soy sauce. There's zesty sorrow soy sauce, and there's sad boy soy sauce, among others. Do you want soy sauce or not?
Soy sauce. I feel like the soy sauce would conflict with the flavor profile we are going for. That is more on the bitter scale. We're going for a strong sweetness, I would think.
Okay, well,
So,
unfortunately,
do you
this
have
is a soy
any?
sauce merchant and doesn't sell anything else, so you still have an action.
Only soy sauce.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Okay. Let's see. What can I do to mess with the kid?
Ooh, showdown.
Okay. woo-doo-doo-doo.
Do,
Oh,
do, do,
I got a
do.
fun idea. You know what? I did not think I was going to use it in this fashion, but I will. I will, I guess, use conjure animals and conjure a whole bunch of squirrels and other woodland creatures.
Okay, so for this, I will temporarily use, huh. Do I have a mouse token already in here? Nope. Rat. Oh yeah, I'll just use this dire rat token to represent the animals you conjured. And what are you gonna do with them?
I will give them all the orders to spread out, gather nuts, berries, and any fruit or mushrooms you can find, and bring them to me.
Okay then. So already you've gotten some mushrooms as the rats steal a few that his child is hiding underneath himself. So you got mushrooms, curly mushrooms, and you got some acorns. It seems one of the mice has also found a dead mouse, so you got a dead mouse.
Perfect
Let's
side.
see. You've gotten eyeball stalks, and that's what you've got in this turn. Now, for next turn, if you want to use that, you'll have to roll for it. And they've
Okay.
basically spread out to various parts.
Hooray.
And next up, it is the owl's turn.
The owl's gonna hold its turn for me.
Okay, now the rabbits, it seems, have come back out of the shadows and are trying to escape the wheel thingy. Let's see if it hits them again. All right, so this time they managed to rabbit hop over it as the wheel crashes into the side. And they're coming for you, Luck. So here they
Oh,
are,
no.
right here. And they'll make a, let's see. They'll try to make an attack against you, throw a rock at you. And that would be, oh, wow, that's a natural 20. My god, Luck, your luck just sucks today.
Hey, my luck wasn't really good either. I got critted too.
Never mind.
Okay.
I would say, could I, like, cutting
We need
words?
to work
Yeah.
because we need.
Oh,
Okay, that was also bad luck too. That interruption. We'll see what he does in a few minutes.
I have an amazing idea.
I can't wait.
I get hit, I guess.
Okay, so
By a
your
rock.
damage would be by rock. Oh, that's maximum damage 4. So you've taken 8 damage for
Wow.
as it hits you in the nose.
You got
Ouch.
rocked and rolled.
Okay, and with that, I'll have you make a let's see, make a charisma save to see if this like disorients you.
Oh, okay.
Wouldn't that be con?
What?
Okay, a 13. So for this one, it seems that
So bad.
the rabbits look friendlier than before for some reason, but if you do decide to attack them, it will be at a disadvantage for one turn. And now it is Patrick's turn. I mean, it could have been worse, but it's Patrick's turn. Yeah.
My advantage against being charmed wouldn't help.
Okay, so your advantage against being charmed means that that ability goes away, and you see that it's just some sort of fey trick, and you can attack them normally if you decide
Let's
to.
go.
Patrick, it is your turn.
Patrick is going to cast Speak with Animal. It's a non-concentration, so I can still fly. And it allows me to communicate with beasts for the duration. And I might be able to persuade a beast to perform a small favor for me. It lasts for 10 minutes. Patrick is going to attempt to talk to the bees.
Bzzz.
Patrick is going to attempt to persuade the bees to keep stinging the child.
Okay, well, you don't have to roll for that because the bees already hate the child for always taking their honey every time this tournament is held. So they will go and attack the child at the moment, and I'll have to roll the child to see if he dodges any of the bees. Let's see.
And now the familiar is going to fly over using its turn that was held for reaction. The familiar is going to fly over, attempt to poop on the child, attempting to distract him and give him disadvantage to his con save.
Okay, so to poop on command, let's see, that would be a con check to see if the bowels are willing. I mean, a
All
lot
right,
of
let me
people
see.
are
Oh, the
watching at the
villain.
moment.
All right. What? Roll 1d20 minus 1. Bird. I
Okay,
got a 10.
a
Is
10.
that enough to poop?
So it
Oh,
seems the cloaca misshot the poop near the child, but it's still enough to disgust the child. So if the child decides to do anything, he might choose to target you or the owl instead of Kumuk that's right beside him, or the
All right.
rats. Um, and you
And
hear,
my
"This
owl
is the
flies back.
worst tournament I've ever been in."
All right. Did the child pass his con save?
No, he got a 3, so he took quite a bunch of damage from the
hey,
bees,
let's
but
go.
he's still in the game. Also, his cheeks are now puffy.
Well, he should be frozen to stone for this next turn, shouldn't he?
Oh yes, that as well. So his next turn
Perfect.
will be stoned. So I just put stoned here, and that will be that. Thanks for reminding me.
All right.
And
I'm just
are
gonna
you doing
fly
anything else
here.
this turn?
Well, since his owl flew down 5, 10, 15, 20, attempted to poop, 25, 30, 35, 40, came back to Patrick, landed on Patrick's tusk. Now Patrick can carry him with his movement, 5, 10, and then he is going to fly 50 feet up in the air and just hover well out of range from the child's retaliation.
Okay.
And that's what I'm doing. This is how I shall help my team win, is by sabotaging the child.
As you dab on this child, the audience, the ones who like the child, have started to hate you because you're anti-cute and doing all those things. But others are loving you for that because fuck that stuck-up brat. Anyways, Luck, it is your turn. The rabbits have attempted to charm you and fail. What do you do?
I'm gonna beat their ass. I'm gonna just move right here real quick, and then.
No, I have not attacked the child.
Oh,
No, I have not attacked
All right.
him.
Third level cloud of daggers.
okay. So, do they have to roll
Right
anything?
here. They don't get to roll. When it enters the spell's area for the first time on turn. Yep. All right. 64. Oh my god. That's so. 14 slashing damage.
14 slashing and okay.
So bad.
So for that, let's see. Damage.
Oof. Ooh, that's
Alright, so the
rough.
rabbits take a few more daggers, but they are still standing. A little bloody, but still standing.
Alrighty. And that'll be my turn.
Okay then. With that, it is the child chef depetrifies, and it is Kumuk's turn.
Okay, you said I had to roll something for my animals gathering more ingredients, right? Because that's a standing order.
Right. So this time, what are you looking for? Oh, the same thing.
Just more ingredients.
Okay. So let's see. Roll an animal handling.
Animal handling. Okay. 16.
Okay then. So first off, one of your animals finds what looks like a great beast and squeaks to you that, and then does exaggerated gestures with his hands to show you that it is a big giant thing. And you understand that. And the other animals find. What else is there in the forest? there is a different type of syrup. So this is lyrical syrup, which
How do you
has a.
spell?
Every time you pour it, it kind of sings to you a little bit. They are all static shrooms, so when you eat those, your tongue feels like it took a bath in mild electricity. And you also got some peppercorns, but these are blue, so blue peppercorns. And also the knowledge that there is a beast to the west.
Perfect main course located. Patrick, follow me. And I guess I will
Very
start
well.
walking west.
Worst case, we can always make squirrel soup.
All right, you found the beast. It is
And
a
Oh.
cowkin, half cow, half chicken, and quite large. Its pure white coat is dazzling.
ooh.
No, you tried to make it sound so epic, but the first thing that popped into my head was the cartoon cow and chicken.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
okay.
I'm sorry. Oh, all right. But seriousness now.
Well, the premise
Big
is
beast.
wacky, anyways. All right, now cow and chicken notices you and grunts at you. Kumuk.
Hmm. Greetings, almighty beast. I wish to use your majestic majesty and meat to prepare a meal most exquisite that will allow us to slay the hag and free you from this prison.
Let's see. So the cow chicken then begins to graze on a tree after it looks at
Ah,
you and kind of lost a bit of interest.
okay, so I was just checking to see if it spoke in English or common.
We would like to kill you for a meal. How do you feel about that?
I don't think it understands that. So, Patrick, my friend, prepare the anesthesia. And he'll just gesture towards like a rock or anything blunt.
Okay, and with that, it is the owl's turn.
All is holding turn as usual.
And okay, so for the rabbit's turn, after getting plunged with daggers from luck, they will retreat into the waters, come back out here.
Don't they have to take that dagger damage again since they started their turn?
Yes, I believe so. And what was the damage, Luck?
I believe I re-roll it.
Yeah.
And 15.
Oh, kill him.
Okay, so that's 15 damage.
It's a good idea.
Yes, so with that, it looks like one of the rabbit couple falls unconscious, but the other one drags them
no.
into the water, so their speed is reduced. But afterwards, it grabs a potion from the kitchen area, and the rabbit is revived, but with less health. And then, with their remaining speed, they will go here into the northern area.
Successfully scared them off with a cloud of daggers.
Yes, and it is Patrick's turn. Now, Patrick, from your view of the unseen servant, let's
Oh, it's
see.
faded. I've moved too far away.
Oh, yes, that's right. So that's faded out. And it is your turn.
All right.
You are.
Patrick's turn. I'm gonna continue being a butthole to a kid. As I'm going to use the mold earth cantrip, remove the ground at the kid's feet and put him in a 5-foot deep hole.
Alright, he is now in a hole. His cheeks are still puffy from being stung, and a little bit of stone is on his ear that seems to not be going away. And now he's in a hole. He pouts at you, or at least you think he's pouting. It's hard to tell with the cheeks.
I thought those rabbits were supposed to escort you. And Patrick's gonna fly. Since I'm like 50 feet in the air, I can see. I have clear
Yeah,
line of sight for this
you do.
chicken thing. Right?
Yeah.
We must fell this chicken for our main course.
So I already used my primary action on the mold earth to annoy the kid. Is the kid like hurt at all? Like, did he take actual damage?
He has quite a bunch of armor, so not really.
All right, so the kid's not actually hurt, so that's okay. Patrick will bonus action Shillelagh his staff, and the owl's going to continue holding its turn because when the kid tries to climb out the hole, the owl is going to annoy him and try to get him to fall back in it.
Okay. And with that, okay, you hear the sound of a bell as Gordon Ramsay's booming voice says, there are only 35 minutes remaining in the competition. Now, Luck, the rabbits have fled from you, and you do have more room to maneuver in this place. What do you do?
Let's see. Would Luck think we probably still need ingredients?
Yes, and there are quite a few ingredients hidden in these halls.
Guess I'll just move 10 feet there and then see what is down here. So another 20 feet. That'll be here.
Yes, okay. And do remember you
actually,
can dash. I think I forgot to tell you.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that.
Now, there is... as you get in the middle, you notice the south is another dead end, but there is a path to the north, and there are stairs and a lingering aroma coming from the east.
Lingering aroma. Might as well. Alright, that'll be 60 feet.
Okay. And from the east, you notice deep in the stairs is blooming. I will reveal this. Fire flowers. Super spicy fire flowers. Now, on your next turn, we'll see if you can harvest them properly or harvest them and get birds. Alright, now it's the child chef's turn. And,
It flies at the kid and tries to distract him so he falls back in the hole.
Okay. So with this, the kid, you notice, has whiskers growing out of its face that elongates and claws peeking out of its shoes and feet and turns into what looks like a mole kid and will attempt to burrow underground. And let's see. That will be 1, 2, 3. Okay, so he will burrow 20 feet and pop out beside Patrick. And from there, he will attempt to shoot through the debris at the cow with a brand shot.
The owl should still be on his butt when he pops up, I guess.
The owl is following the kid?
Yeah. I mean, the kid never climbed out, so the owl couldn't use its action to annoy him. So
Okay,
now
then. So the
it's
owl
coming to use
follows the kid
distraction
and
on
has
him.
disadvantage. So that's an 8. And the shot goes wild. Ugh, looks like the kid has lost his touch. Now, Kumuk, it is your turn.
All right. I'm gonna have to take my leave now.
Okay, Nut. So, before you do leave, just make a roll to see if you can harvest the fire flower without damage or not. Um, yeah,
Wait.
just make a dexterity roll very quickly, like check.
Okay. Either one. All right.
Okay then. So let's see, a 10. So luck will take. Put this in the dice chat. Uh, I need to roll to see how much fire damage he takes. 4 fire damage, and harvest the fire flower that then goes to your side of the cooking field. Ah, that's quite the rare plant, and it looks like Luck has done his duty, and it is. Huh. Where were we in the turn order? Oh yeah, Child Chef. Kamak, it was your turn, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
So do you want me to roll another animal handling to see what my animals find?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Let me roll that. Animal handling. Ooh, that was terrible. They did not find anything.
Okay, an 8. A natural 1 plus 7. So it looks like the rats found a dead cat. Ugh.
Hey, that's about right.
Okay. Let's see. What will I do that does more damage on this thing? Because we want that animal. I guess I will try and hit it. Patrick, do you want the creature closer or don't care?
Patrick doesn't care. He's long range. It doesn't matter. I have things that can reach it.
Okay. I will go up to it. Bonus action, chalet, and smack it.
Okay. With your chalet,
Blech.
what was your to hit?
11.
11. Okay, so with that, that does not hit, unfortunately.
Okay. Shoot. Um, I guess that's my turn.
Okay then, and afterwards it is. Oop, I forgot to move the background back. There we go. The owl's turn. I believe still pestering the kid. Oh yes, the rabbits have returned from the northern part with whale, so they're gonna be making a whale dish. This old chicken can go away, and I'll put this here. All right, that's quite a bit of excess, but they will make a small portion out of that, and they start their cooking. And Patrick, it is your turn.
All right. Patrick, since normally fly lasts for 10 minutes, which is like 60 rounds, but since you did that fast forward on the time scale, can Patrick not fall out of the sky 50
Yeah, that's
feet?
fine. It's fine. Just stay up there.
All right, so Patrick's going to Patrick is going to cast third level chromatic orb. His owl's going to provide assistance or with the help action for advantage. He's going to cast this at what'd you call that? Cowkin?
Okay.
Cowkin, the cow chicken. Yeah.
Nat 20, baby.
Woo! Okay then. And let's see what that damage does.
Make it fire so it's already pre-cooked.
Yes, yes. Crit damage, fire damage from chromatic orb. 10d8. What's it gonna be? 37.
37. Wow, that's quite the roasted cowkin. Uh, Not surf and turf, but cluck and turf. Um, that would be 74 fire damage. Oh
Oh no,
man.
no, no, no. That was crit damage.
Oh, that was already crit damage. Okay, so
Yeah, that was already
37
crit.
fire damage. Well, either way, they both kill it. So I'll move Kalkin over to your map. And it looks like now that both contestants have their ingredients, it's time to end the cooking. It looks like there's about an hour left for the cooking. So let's see what you want to make.
Alright.
You have the Kalkin, of course, the the spicy fire flower, peppercorn blue, static shrooms, lyrical syrup, eyeball stalks, dead mouse, acorns, curly mushrooms, honey, peppermint reeds, teaspoon of sap, and small decent fish. What are you gonna make with it?
Patrick's gonna stop at the salesman while he's flying back.
Yeah.
How much would it cost for Patrick to buy the barbecue sauce from him?
Oh, well, this is actually cost by a game of trivia to see if you can get the sauce or not.
Quickly, please, we're running out of time.
Okay, we'll do this quickly. So, for that, let's see if you can remember a trivia from your own kingdom. So, the head exorcist of a village recently absorbed into Horizon is called...
Oh, you mean Joybird?
Yes, that's correct. So, what soy sauce bottle do you want?
I was looking for the barbecue one.
Alright, you get barbecue soy sauce.
Sweet. We can make some sweet and spicy barbecue fucking couchin.
Okay,
Calkin.
so initiative is over, but we're still doing the cooking, so everyone can just move to the kitchen area. And let's see, Patrick and Kumuk, who's still here, decide what you want to make out of that. If you have any ideas or just want to randomize it.
Just take the beef chicken and then tenderize it using with a little bit of honey to make it nice and tender. And then as a final sauce, we will add on the singing syrup with a side of static shrooms to give the dish a real punch.
Yes, and we can
Allowing
use
for them.
this barbecue sauce that I picked up for it.
Ah, yes, we can use that as the dip for the chicken
And
to allow them
what
to
should we
add
do
their
with the
own.
fish?
The fish, we could have that as the appetizer. In, let's see, what style do we want to do? Do we want the chicken to be more spicy or sweet? I would say since the stuff will be pretty sweet with all the syrup, honey, and static shrooms, let's give the salmon a good sourness taste to allow for a good conflict between the two, so there will be a nice open palate for both. Kind of like a palate cleanser of the fish.
You handle those preparations.
Oh, yes, I'll be more than happy to.
Wonderful. Patrick's going to stand here while he's doing that. My range.
Yeah.
I'm checking range. All right. All right. So where are they preparing? Where's their kitchen?
Okay, so their kitchen is here and here. Now they're all I think I told you this, or I may not have, but there are two dishes, so both of you can choose to cook something and then prepare it in turn. And the rabbit and the chef will be preparing separate dishes, but trying to get them to blend. So this is the
Oh,
first kitchen and the
I'm
second
fucking up
kitchen.
their dishes.
Oh yeah, that's what the first fish dish is for, followed by the chicken dish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Kumuk's gonna work on the cooking. I'm fucking with their dishes.
Okay, okay.
Patrick is going to use his shape water cantrip.
Yeah.
Be like constantly cooling and freezing the water they're trying to boil.
Okay, roll a
He's
stealth
he's-
check to see how long you can get away with that.
All right, I'm gonna have my owl give me the help action.
No, just use your unseen servant to keep messing with the burner dials.
Ooh, 16.
16. Okay, so they've made mistakes with the whale blubber, causing it to become too cool before realizing what you're doing. And
I'm using control flames to mess with their burners.
yes, before realizing what you're doing and casting a silence on you. Now, remind me if silence has a DC save. I think it has a wisdom save, right?
I don't think it does.
Huh. Let me
That's
check.
shit. Let me look that spell up.
20-foot radius. No sound can be created. Oh yeah, I don't think there is a save. Anyways, it's 20 feet and it's casted at your arena of the cooking. So now you can't like talk to each other, but you can make gestures. And
All
one
right.
of the rabbits have casted that one.
Let me check something. Let me check something. Unseen servant. Unseen servant. Where are you at? What does it take to? No, it takes verbal. I've done it. I've done everything I can, Kumuk.
Okay, so I'll just put it here, and that's 20-foot radius. Oh, that's actually pretty big. Okay then. So, Kumuk, how is your cooking going?
I was gonna say, depending on what I need to roll, I was going to, since I'm now in the zone of silence, I was gonna back up and, do all my prepping, like washing hands,
Yep.
uh, putting all the proper tools, and I was gonna cast enhance ability on myself to, sharpen my senses for what I'm about to start cooking.
Okay then. I'm gonna check.
But I need to back out of the zone of silence for that first.
Okay, so you back out of the zone of silence by going into the audience place, and then get back, cast it, and get back there. Now, you'll make 3 rolls for your first dish. Performance, of course, followed by let's see, an animal handling, and also a nature.
So performance, animal handling, and nature.
Yeah.
Um, hmm. I guess since I'm good with the other two, I will enhance ability my charisma. So I can do better on the performance, I guess. I don't know why I'm doing performance. I guess for the flair of cooking.
Yeah. And
Wait, so
also the result
wait,
of your performance.
what would animal handling be doing?
Handling the animal as you prepare it for food. It's literally handling
Oh,
the animal.
gotcha.
I'm getting that. It's a great play on words.
Gotcha. And I guess nature is what the other ingredients I'm using.
Yeah. The like check if you're cleaning them properly, removing the poisonous parts, etc.
Gotcha. I'm using a hell of a. I don't really care much about the performance. I guess I'll shift it to nature then. I want to give advantage to nature so I can prepare the ingredients properly, so I can make them nice and
Okay.
delicious. I don't give a damn how nice my cooking looks. If it tastes fantastic, who's to say? So, does it want me to just roll performance, animal handling, nature?
Yeah.
Okay. So, performance. Terrible. That was a 2.
Ooh.
animal handling is, oh my God, on not
A
one? Are you
natural
kidding me?
one. Ah.
What is, oh my God,
And the
I'm
next
so
one,
pissed. And nature is the only good one, a 22.
a 22. Okay, in this case, you were
What the
making fish, and what was on the side of that dish?
The first dish I was making is the appetizer fish dish.
Okay, so the fish, um, is a little bit floppy, and as you give it to Gorgon, he says, "This is raw, raw." But your side dish is actually pretty good, like the fish oil, and I think if you added a bit of plants near the fish, that would taste okay. And the child will present what was it called? Present what looks like a salad made of pine cones, honey, and curly mushrooms. So you did well on the mushrooms, Kumuk, but the fish not so much. And I'll have to roll his to see how well he does. Okay, so for animal handling, let's see. And then the other two. And oh, okay, so he did badly too, as unfortunately a bit of owl poop somehow found its way into the dish. Can you believe that? But it looks like the mushrooms were cooked superbly with a natural 20. So, it looks like the point is going to Child Chef. And now for the final dish, let's see who's the winner of that one as they begin cooking or recooking the whale. Now, what is the king cooking team going to do?
Does anybody else have does maybe Luck have animal handling to help me prep, or
All
one of the
right,
others,
I'm going to check on luck.
or
Um,
if Patrick knows anything on animal handling, nature, or performance?
Luck has a 3 for animal handling. This time you'll roll different things. Yeah, you'll
Okay,
roll animal handling again, but a bunch of different things too.
gotcha.
All right. Well, I got a 3 in animal handling as well. Um, shit.
I'm just asking if you have like proficiency or something, because I'm probably gonna need help with the huge amount of chicken, and I don't trust myself after that fiasco.
I don't have proficiency. What I can do, however, since we're now stuck in a zone of silence, um, I've already given them as much disadvantage as I can. So Patrick is just gonna give you the help action. We're helping, buddy. Me and Al are helping.
Hooray, sous chefs. All right. Now the big question is, what am I rolling, and what should I enhance ability on?
All right, so you're rolling animal handling once again, but you are also for this magnificent beast rolling an arcana because of how different it is, and also a let's see. You'll also roll one skill of your choice as you add your personal flair and describe how that skill enhances your dish.
Hmm.
Does he have to make all the rolls, or can he only make some and somebody make others?
Okay, so animal handling, and then arcana, and then one free roll among any of the skill checks, and you or the other person can make any of the rolls and help each other. So yeah, it's switchable.
Yeah, Patrick will make the Arcana check.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I can definitely do the um. I would do the animal handling, and for the bonus one, I would like to do medicine to add in some medicinal plants to help Gorgon Ramsay with his digestion after having to eat so many dishes from all of these competitions, so he could have a nice night after eating all this food.
That makes
Patrick add
sense.
in Patrick add in a second bonus roll.
For what?
Patrick would like to do something to the sauces to make them golden color.
Okay, so describe
Ooh,
what you're
you're adding to
doing.
the visual appeal.
He's going to make the sauce golden, and then whenever we he's gonna put that whenever we put the sauce on it, because of the it's a cowkin, and it had horns like a bull. He's putting gold on the bull. He wants to roll religion for that.
Okay, so make a
Religious
religion
significance
with
for
that
golden
with
bull.
advantage.
I don't have.
Oh, just roll it
All right,
twice then.
let's just start the rolls then. All right,
Yeah.
Kumuk.
Okay, I will do my enhance ability again, boosting wisdom this time for those 2 rolls.
All right.
And you got Arcana and Intelligence handled. So first, animal handling.
Vintage from the help action.
That's a 17.
A 17. Oh, that's
Ooh.
good for animal handling. And your next rolls?
That will be Arcana for
Wait, isn't
Patrick.
Patrick rolling that? Yeah.
Yep. All right. Roll my Arcana. Ooh, 24.
Whoa! Look at those high rolls. And your
And
last one?
finally, the medicine for how healthy I make this.
Yes, and then
And I will
Patrick
do-
wanted to roll something for the sauce, I believe.
Ooh, that's a 26.
Oh, very
I'm
nice.
doing
This is a
religion.
super healthy dish.
12 on religion.
A 12 on religion. Okay, so the sauce is gold, but for that you're unsure about how gold on a bull will be perceived as a religion thing. You just know it is religious. Okay, so with all those rolls, the opposing team will make theirs. Their handling goes at a disadvantage because of your fuckery
Meddling.
earlier.
My fuckery.
Yeah. Okay, I need to. So that's 19 and okay, becomes a 15. And then for their other 2 rolls, that will be huh. Okay, let's try this. 1 and 2. So that's 15, a 15, and an 18. It looks like the whale isn't as good. Now, describe your dish to Mr. Ramsey and the audience as he eats it, and the cone of silence goes away.
We have prepared using the majestic couchin with some singing syrup as you pour it on to lift up your spirits during the meal. And if you wish to top the chicken with some static shrooms that we've provided, we'll give the chicken the nice tender and tangy zilling feeling that will really enrich your taste buds. And since you have been engorging on so much food for all these competitions, I've also mixed in a nice herbal blend to aid in digestion so you may have a wonderful night afterwards after engorging on so much food.
Of course, speaking of spirits, we added a delightful spicy barbecue sauce of a glorious golden color to symbolize the golden bull.
Mm.
You may choose to dip your chicken in it should you wish to control the amount of sweetness or static enrichness from the static shrooms.
Now, as Ramsey eats, the hag appears behind him, a spectral hag, and she also takes a bite of the chicken and dips it in the sauce and is like, I can't tell if I like the chicken better with or without the sauce, but I could sure tell it's better than whales. And Child pouts, and the rabbits are also biting their teeth. And the hag says, Okay, Gorgon, I believe it's time we finally had a winner. And Gorgon says, yes, now give up for Patrick, Kumuk, and Luck, who are the winners of today's cooking competition. And I'm free! I'm finally free! And Gorgon Ramsay's hair turns back to dirty blonde, and he runs out of the establishment. Okay, now this is the end of this session as the hag house begins to pack itself into little cubes and the audience also evacuates. And then the hag proceeds to leave you all in an empty field. So I'll stop recording now.